Welcome to Internet Expert. This is the game where you and your laptop can save democracy. I'm your host, Malick Mercier, and this week's topic is voting. With protest, policy changes, and a whole pandemic, it feels like 2020 could throw literally anything at us next, and it may feel out of our control, but there's one thing we can control, and that is voting. It's time we update our knowledge of where, when, and how we will vote in November, and to do so today, we've got a teacher-student rivalry on our hands.
Hey, Mr. Rush.
Hey, Malick, how are you?
You are a high school teacher. You also teach Model UN. What was the first election you voted in?
So that was actually the midterm elections of 2006.
In 2006, I was in first grade, so
That's good.
pretty cool. Ellie, hey, what's up?
Hey, Malick.
You were class president, and you graduated earlier this week. Congrats. How are you feeling?
I feel like an adult, but probably not as old as what Mr. Rush is feeling right now, so.
I already feel the tension. Ellie, when was the first time you ever voted?
I'm still 17, so I will be able to vote in this year's November elections, but not yet.
Ellie, what does Mr. Rush have to do if you win?
My senior year, we went to New York on a Model UN trip. A group of us started screaming and singing in the streets of New York. Mr. Rush did not want to join in, so I think it's only fair that he gives us a performance when I beat him.
I love it. Mr. Rush, what does Ellie have to do if you win?
While we were walking to the Model UN headquarters, I got sidetracked and distracted because I saw an advertisement for some avocado toast, and Ellie immediately started roasting me for being just a typical millennial. So if I am victorious today, I would like Ellie to Snapchat herself, having a nice piece of avocado toast, which is delightful, while describing how awesome millennials are and how youthful Mr. Rush is.
In this game, we have 5 challenges, and each of you will have your laptop and your brain to solve them. Here's your first challenge. It's time to check yourself. It's pretty simple, but you'll need to do it pretty fast. I want you to use the internet to find out your voter registration status. And the point is going to go to whoever finds their status on a credible site first. Go.
So I'm going to the mass.gov website, but trying to figure out if I am currently active to vote. I am ready to go, Malick.
Okay, tell me.
So I am registered to vote. I am active. My ward number is 21. I'm precinct number 6. And I can vote at Jackson Man's School over in my hometown of Allston, Massachusetts.
I've got to give Mr. Rush the point there.
There are a number of places where you can find out your voter registration status, but the government-run site is managed by the National Association of Secretaries of State. Different states will ask for different personal information, so you may need to have your driver's license or your ID card number handy. Sometimes they'll want your social security number, your birthday, or your address, so have that information handy in order to check.
Here's the next challenge, and we've got a special guest to present this one. Contestants, let's welcome Edgar B. Hurwitz III, the host of WGBH's very own Curiosity Desk. Hey, Edgar, how have you been?
Hey, Malick, how are you? Ellie, Mr. Rush, very exciting stuff so far. I'm going to ask you a question about a story that I wrote for WGBH News, and your job is going to be the first person to answer it correctly. But in order to do so, you're going to have to read the story pretty closely. So here is your question. In January of 1845, Congress passed a law establishing the date for federal elections as the first Tuesday after the first Monday in November. Which occupation was Congress trying to accommodate when it chose to hold federal elections on a Tuesday? The clickety-clack of the keys is so exciting, I gotta say.
How you doing, Ellie?
Good.
Can you tell me who you're rooting for right now?
I kind of want to tie because I like the idea of like everybody even eating avocado toast and singing and screaming at the same time in the streets, you know?
All right, so it's on Tuesday, for farmers. Because and Christians, but mostly farmers for occupation because they needed time to travel. And Sunday was like a church day. So Monday was their travel day.
So Ellie, yes, that is correct. It is indeed farmers.
The contestants, let's give Edgar a round of applause.
Thank you, Malick. Thank you.
Next game is Rabbit Hole. I'm going to ask you a question. You're going to start on the WGBH Wikipedia page, and you have to answer the question using only links on that page. The question: which 5 US states run their elections primarily through mail-in ballots? On your mark, get set, go.
Let your keyboard fingers fly. I feel like you both might be down a pretty far rabbit hole.
Washington, Oregon, Utah, Colorado, and Hawaii.
Mr. Rush, you've got a point.
The next challenge is Dare to Share. You're going to start on the mass.gov site, and your challenge is to go find an absentee ballot application for the state of Massachusetts and DM the link to someone you know who might be able to use it. Ready? Go.
So, Mr. Rush, who
Yes.
are you thinking of sending it to when you find it?
I would think of a friend who's currently going to grad school in a different state.
I feel like Ellie is laser focused.
I know, I gotta focus in on this one.
Wait, do you know who you're going to want to send it to when you find it?
Yes, I also have a friend in Mass who is going to undergrad in another state.
I am currently in my email trying to attach the link.
Same.
Oh my gosh, oh, this is going to be good.
But I just sent my email to my friend. I'm sorry.
It's whatever.
So now we are at our final round. Ellie, beat him here and just say the ending is where what really matters.
Right.
This one is called Spot the Lie. I'm going to tell you 3 things. One of them isn't true, and you've got to find out which one that is. First, Massachusetts was the first state to have secret ballots. 2, in Massachusetts, people convicted of a felony can vote from prison. 3, on election day, you can't hold a political sign closer than 150 feet from a polling place. Find the one that isn't true. Go.
In Massachusetts, people with a felony conviction can vote from prison. They can't vote from prison, they can vote after they get out of prison again. Like, it's suspended.
That's right. You did it. Mr. Rush, you are taking it home. You are crowned internet expert. Are you going to hold Ellie to her consequence?
I will, but I would be more than happy to sing some Whitney Houston, so I'm good for that too.
Let's hear some Whitney Houston.
And I will always love you. Oh.
Oh my gosh, I would love another note, but Ellie, we got to give you a moment to just take a little video.
Yeah, so Snap, the young Mr. Rush, just beat me in internet expert, and so I have to make avocado toast and talk about how great millennials are, and I will post that on Snapchat because I took an L. Okay? Posting. It's on there.
Thank you both so much for playing.
Hey friends, so quick update for you all. Since we recorded this episode, there has been a temporary law passed in Massachusetts to expand access to absentee voting ballots and the applications for that. So you might remember Mr. Rush and Ellie, they shared that they were going to be sending their voting absentee ballot applications to friends who were going to be out of state on election day. Now, whether you're in state or out of state, as long as you are a Massachusetts resident, you can vote via absentee ballot. Let us know if there are any changes to voting happening in your state, and hey, thank you so much for watching the very first episode of Internet Expert. Cannot wait to see you right back here next time.